oh boy, introductions galore in this episode 830 of One Piece. It's been a while, it's been a minute since I've done a review. Obviously, we have the alliance with Capone, Caesar, and Luffy. We know what the plan is. We know it's going to fail, especially what we saw in this episode. And you'd think Capone would have let Luffy and company know about Katakuri and his abilities. Holy crap. And you can already tell this plan's going to go to hell. Number one, they're relying on the GS launch missiles, which they are relying to take down a Yonko. Secondly, they are counting on Caesar for the escape route. I'm sorry, no. That's not going to work. And we know what the reason why Luffy is running around looking for clones or animals of Brule. For those who read the manga, we know what his plan is. Those are just anime only. You kind of have an idea of what he's planning. We didn't get to see much of the Straw Hats despite that. We know they're hiding inside Capone because before he was worn out. Now he's pretty much he's fully recovered now, so because he's running around like a headless chicken looking for clones. So significant amount of time has passed since the time we saw Luffy and the plan being hatched out to Sanji leaving and getting suited up for the wedding. We do actually get to see Sanji approach Pudding and already gushing over Pudding. And I have to admit, despite her antics and despite how she's acted towards Sanji, at least right now, she looks pretty good in that wedding dress, I'm not going to lie. Although we know what the plan is. Viva la assassinate the Flint Smokes, which we know. Sanji is pretty confident he can dodge that shot, but then the question becomes what happens after that. So that's going to be interesting. All hell's about to break loose. I like the full introduction to the guests we got, plus the ministers, and we already got to see Katakuri, but this time it's a full design. We get introduced to the guests, and obviously the only ones that matter right now are pretty much Morgans and Stussy alongside, I guess, Dufel. And I like how they're having a conversation as they go along, I guess, Whole Cake Island. They're having a song, there's a song playing, and the conversation is intertwined with the song. So I thought that was kind of different, completely different from the manga. So, I don't know, did you like that? They incorporated a song into a conversation, or... But then again, you have Perospero that was joining in as well, which was kind of creepy. And then he made a candy escalator so everybody can go upstairs to the altar, so where everybody else is at. So he's like, yo, Big Mom doesn't appreciate latecomers, and we found that out when we had a random dude show up like Jigra, who pretty much revealed like he couldn't attend the previous tea party because he had to attend his mother's funeral, and because of that, well, Big Mom made him pay the price. He had the head in the box treatment with his father, so that's the reason why he approached Capone, saying, yo, let me in, because if Big Mom's in there, I'm going to kill her. Katakuri was already on the job, the guest, aka like Stussy and Big Morgans. I like Stussy's voice actor a little bit. She's like complimenting everything that looked wonderful, like the Whole Cake Island. So that, and she was gushing over the escalator made by Perospero. And then especially when you had Smoothie handing out refreshments, aka giraffe juice, plus and casually just drinking it like, oh, what a rich taste, smooth as well. Katakuri, who's doing his job, literally taking out troublemakers, and Capone's like, yeah, crap. He's going to be a pain in the ass at the wedding. Yeah, no kidding, at the tea party. You think you should have mentioned that to Luffy beforehand? So he trained his observation hockey to see into the future. So I like how they incorporated he trained his observation hockey. He didn't get like that by accident. So that could be something for a future, for another character. That is over $1 billion, which puts him ahead of Jack right now, unless we kind of find out. Well, I'm pretty sure this means Kaido has somebody well over 1 billion. But right now, Katakuri is the highest bounty in One Piece that we've seen, and given his abilities, it's not hard to see why. We just get introduced to Daifuku's abilities, well, partially, and Oven, who obviously can turn his body temperature up like a furnace, so it's similar to Akainu a little bit. Kind of wondering if he has a Devil Fruit Awakening, that'd be beastly. And then you have Daifuku, even though they didn't show it, they did silhouette his genie, so they're saving that for another incident when it comes to, like, I guess, after what happens with Sanji and Pudding. Let's get a funny moment at the beginning of the episode where you have Capone expecting the Vince Smokes to show you some weapons. You're not going in without any weapons, so he's doing his job as a head of security. And then Capone's like, yo, hand over your raid suits. And you see the looks of EGG, DG, and Yonji like, yo, what? Hand over the raid suits. And You notice how Reiju didn't say a word in this, so she's obviously the calm, level-headed of the bunch. And I thought it was funny how Vito was actually going around EGG like a fanboy. He's like, "Oh, it's the real thing." So, and EGG is like, "Yo," aka Sasuke was like, "Yo, what happens if we refuse to give you our raid suits?" And that's where things were really going to break down. It was complete, and we finally end the episode with Big Mom trouncing her way into the place, and she's like, "Yo, let the festivities begin." You have everybody toasting up, with the exception of Reiju, because she doesn't give a fuck. Speaking of which, ends with I guess, Sanji and Pudding, and we know where this is going. Obviously, in the next episode, so that's going to be kind of cool. You think about Katakuri and his full design, and the fact that his abilities allow him to predict the future. So that's going to be interesting. Plus, I can't wait to see what everybody's reaction will be once we find out what his double fruit is in the anime. So I cannot wait to see that. So that's it from me. Thanks so much for watching. Like this review if you did appreciate that. Subscribe to for more One Piece. Catch you guys later. Bye.